Welcome back to Capper Review. So continuing our coverage on the Supreme Court hearing arguments on President Biden's proposed student loan program, we want to bring in Jacob Channel, one of LendingTree's senior economists and student loan repayment experts. Jacob, thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to Capper Review. So from your standpoint, just being in the middle between people who borrow loans and loan operators, how will this impact both sides?
Sure. So, this is definitely one of those things where I think everyone is kind of feeling the impacts one way or another. So, from the perspective of borrowers, I think they're probably going to, potentially either reap the most rewards or kind of get hurt the most, for lack of a better phrasing. Unfortunately, right now, everyone is in limbo. So that is a problem in and of itself and can lead to stress in and of itself. But, certainly if the Supreme Court does strike this down, that can mean millions of people are going to have to start making their payments again, which God knows can be challenging, especially with high inflation and all the other stuff we have to put up with. On the other side of things, certainly student loan service providers or even private lenders are still kind of waiting too to figure out, okay, will I be able to start collecting payments again? Will it make sense for me to start offering refinance options to people again? Or, if this does resume, what kind of changes will come with it? Because remember that even if this specific forgiveness is declared unconstitutional, the Department of Education could still try to do other things to maybe change how student loan payments are handled in this country. So this is, unfortunately, we're in a situation, like I said, where everything is kind of still up in the air. And even after this specific event is resolved, there's still probably going to be a lot of debate that's going to impact just about everyone on either side of this.
And some good points there. So how should federal student loan borrowers prepare in case of a worst case scenario?
Yeah, so I've said this, 1,000,001 times, so now I'll say it 1,000,002 times. This is a really good example of something where you should hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So what that means is that you should be preparing right now for the Supreme Court to strike down this payment forgiveness and for payments to resume sooner rather than later. So what that means is if you haven't for the last 2 or 3 years logged into your student loan service account, which a lot of people haven't, you want to do that right now. Refamiliarize yourself with how much you owe, what your monthly payment would be, and then start budgeting and say, okay, can I make that payment? And if the answer is no, if you think that you're not going to be able to make it, then get in touch with your student loan service provider as soon as possible and talk about maybe getting put on a different kind of repayment plan or getting some other help that's available. The sooner you start preparing to resume making your payments, the easier it will be for you to keep on top of those payments because, like it or not, they probably will resume sometime sooner rather than later.
Okay, so speaking of which, when will the current pause, because it has been extended a number of times, but when will the current pause expire?
Yeah, so there's a weirdly complicated answer to this very simple question. So as it's currently set up, the payment pause will expire 60 days after either the Supreme Court makes a decision one way or another, or 60 days after June 30th, whichever comes first. So we might not know the Supreme Court's decision until around June 30th anyway, so it could just be sometime later this year anyway. But, there is a chance the Supreme Court maybe rules a little bit sooner than everyone is expecting, and payments could, as a result, start sometime earlier in the summer as opposed to around the time summer is ending. Regardless, they've said it's the final extension a few times now, but I think that this probably is the final extension, especially because the state of emergency for the COVID-19 pandemic has come to an end. So, by the time that 2024 rolls around, most people should expect to be making their payments regularly again.
All right, some very